YouTube land. It's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Today is Friday, October 9th. I know, 3 times in 1 week. That's insane. I'm sorry, not sorry. I guess I don't intend to come on. If there's anything you can count on me, is that's to be unpredictable. I come on when I have a little bit of time. This week has been unusually quiet around here. It's only been my son and I, and you know, he keeps to himself, and he's working right now, so I get to come on. The other thing is that I'm actually seriously missing my real life in-person friends. You know, coming over for a coffee, I miss that so much. So you guys are gonna be my company while I have my coffee and I can blather away. I have some stuff that I've finished. I'll probably won't be long again because I have some other stuff too, but I'm gonna do this in smaller sections, otherwise the video is just way too long. But before I continue on with this, I wanna tell you a story. Bear with me. I went to the grocery store. I was going to the grocery store today, and this kind of stuff makes me believe in higher powers. Okay, so I'm driving to the grocery store, and on this road, it was 80 kilometers an hour, and I was doing 85. I know, it was a little fast, but you know, everybody does that. Anyway, so I'm driving along, and all of a sudden, I'm coming down this hill, and I see this cop car pull out of this driveway, and his lights go off, and I'm looking at him, and he's going like this. So I'm thinking, oh my God, no, I can't afford a ticket. So I pass the driveway and I pull over to the shoulder, and so I look down, and I'm trying to get my driver's license and insurance out. I roll down the window, and I realized I don't have my driver's license. Last week I had to take a photocopy of my driver's license for some legal reason, and my driver's license was still in the printer, in the photocopier. Oh my goodness, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna get a ticket, oh my God. I was so upset because tickets up here are very expensive. Anyway, so I'm looking, and then all of a sudden I look up in the rearview mirror to see if the cop was coming, and there's no cop car, no nothing. And then I look up in front, and he was there. He had pulled somebody over, so he had waited for me to pass, went around me, and pulled over the guy that was behind me. And they were pulled over, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Somebody up there was trying to remind me that the driver's license was in my printer. This was like, whew, I swear, I was so happy, and that there's someone up there watching out for me. I thought you guys would enjoy that. I am still, you know, up on cloud 9 over this. Anyway, let's get to what I have done. The first thing I've done is what I'm wearing. I gotta take it off because it's warm. This is a shawl made by the lovely Setta from Setta's Place. She sent me a pattern to see if I could look for errors or anything, and I said absolutely. So this is called a Hug in a Shawl pattern by Cosetta. And I'm gonna leave a link for the video where she talks about it and the pattern where you can get it. Anyway, I'm gonna stand up and show you, and I'm gonna tell you the things that I like about it. All right, so this is the shawl. And so it's short in the back, which some people don't like a lot of heat down below, which is great. The thing that I like about it, okay, so it's very fast. It took me maybe 1 hour one evening and another hour the other evening, so maybe 2 hours or so, because it's all mesh. But what I like about it is the way she has you do it. She goes one way, you go one way, and then you start in another way and pick up stitches to create this almost like short row looking. You got the yarn going 2 different directions. Anyway, so this is it. Now, you can make the collar any size you like. You can make this as big or as little as you like. This is great for shoulder, but okay, I've got too much to say about this. So I made mine a little smaller so I can actually lift it up if I get chilly, you know, my neck. And what I'm using is, I don't know if you guys remember way back when I told you that shawl pins were very expensive, so I just use a hair clip. This is a hair clip that I got, I think, at Michael's. And you know the ones that you kind of just clip in that way? Yeah, you guys know. Anyway, so I just use that. But you actually don't need it because it stays put pretty well. Now the great thing about this pattern is, not only do I believe it is a paid for pattern, I don't know how much it is, but when you buy the pattern, not only do you get the written pattern with some decent pictures, sorry Oscar, Mrs. Kravitz again, you also get a link for a tutorial that she made that's part of the pattern for this. And this is what I like. This is what I call a convertible type of piece of clothing, because she gives you the option of making it as a shawl like this, or she shows you a wear where you can make it into a shrug, like a summer shrug over a dress or something. So it's like getting two patterns in one. She's awesome. I love her so much. Anyway, go check it out. This was lightly blocked. I just sprayed it down and pinned it lightly. And the reason was because it's a mesh, you want the mesh to open up a little bit. So nothing extravagant, pretty quick block, and it's wonderful. And now what did I use here? I used Karen Big Cakes, which is a favorite of mine, of the cakes, and the colorway is Nightberry. So it's like a purpley blue, which I'm not a big purple person, but I like this because it's mixed with gray, right? Good job, Setta. If you guys are interested, I'll leave the links down below. What else did I make? I think you all know that the lovely Z from Zelda NRJ3 is hosting a CAL, and it's the Just Feel Festive CAL. So Just Feel Festive is a shawl pattern created by Caleisha Ryan, and she's from the Quirky Monday Craftcast. Awesome show, by the way. Awesome young woman. There's nothing this woman can't do. She does it all. And her podcasts are very entertaining. Anyway, Z is having a birthday in October 15th. And in these times, she came up with a way to celebrate, and that is to host a CAL. And it's just Feel Festive CAL. So the idea is you make the Just Feel Festive shawl. Well, I did, but I wanted to make it into a scarf because I realized that I don't really have like a scarf for the winter. And so I have this, I love this yarn. It was gifted to me. And I wanted to use this, and I had two. And this is, I love this yarn, 100% acrylic, and the color is Strawberry Jam. I've actually made a shawl out of this before. Yeah, anyway. And it's like a series of pinks, black, and red. Awesome. And a tiny little bit of white. Awesome. So I said to myself, and I'm going to take you down this my brain rabbit hole. I'm going to make the Just Feel Festive scarf in just these two skeins. And so I'm just going to keep going until till I finish. So this is what it looks like, that portion. Then I finished, so this is one skein. Then I got to it and I thought, oh, that's gonna be too small. I'm not gonna have enough yarn. So I went into my stash and pulled the colors out of here, and I pulled Brunette Premium in magenta, Brunette Premium in berry, and Brunette Premium in black. Okay, so then to extend the size of this, because the idea was that I would have the two skeins of the Strawberry Jam on either end equal, and then this would just go on the back, like over here. So, but I really liked how this turned out. So then I did a little section in those three colors, and then I started with the Strawberry Jam again. Then I got this far and I realized when I wear it. So the idea was that this striping would go in the back, and all you would see is that in the front would be the strawberry jam. But then, as I was trying it on, I really liked the unevenness of it. So I'm gonna stand up. So I really liked the unevenness. So you have the strawberry jam here, and then my 3 colors that I used on this side, as opposed to, you know, just the strawberry jam showing. I really liked how this turned out. No symmetry whatsoever, and I love that. I think it looks fabulous. So that is my new scarf, and a glimpse into my wacky brain. Yeah, so I love it. Now, if you want to make it, I believe it's a free pattern. I'm gonna leave a link for the pattern. I believe the cal is going till October 15th, so you have just a few days, but trust me, this only took me 1 evening to create. It really is fast. It's addictive. Once you get it, it's there. You can't, you know, I've made so many, and actually I'm working on another one, but it's made out of fingering yarn. So it's taken me a long time. And I only work on it every here and there, right? Anyway, I will leave the link for Zelda, I will leave the link for Caleisha, and the pattern, and the hashtag, so that you can enter. All you have to do is take a photo, post it on Instagram with that hashtag, and done. Anyway, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Caleisha, for bringing this design to us. It is fabulous, and I've made your other shawls too, and they're fabulous too. So, thank you. I've got that done. Oh, I'm wearing something else that I made. What did I make? Okay, so I'm gonna show you the top, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so this is the top. Don't mind my COVID pouch. This is the top. It's very plain in the back. And in the front, you have a little bit of the filet going on, and you have a little bit of the mesh in the sleeves. I love this so much. Now, this pattern is out of the Crochet magazine of September, late September 2020. This is the magazine, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you the picture that they had here that really hooked me. Excuse the pun. Come on, focus. There's the picture. And this yarn is one of the, well, it's a cake and a half I used. It's a Karen cotton cake in the color Frosted Pink. And this was given to me not too long ago by a local gal named Nara. So look, Nara, I made a top out of the cotton cakes that you sent me. I love it so much. I did, what size did I make? Hold on a second here. What size did I make? I think I made the small. I made the small. So it turned out a little on the small size. So I did block it. More so just here because I wanted it looser. The sleeves were fine. Just I needed a little more breathing room over here because of the COVID pouch. Anyway, this turned out fabulously. So easy, so quick, and fun. But obviously I still had issues with the seaming, but I think I did okay. It's not the greatest seam job. But the thing with these patterns is they never tell you how they want you to seam. So I just did the mattress stitch. I think I did okay. Now, I must have a knack for finding patterns that have errors in it. So I actually went on Ravelry because it was in the magazine. I thought, oh, I'll go check it out in Ravelry. And there's a few people a couple of ladies who've done it. Obviously not too many because the pattern just got released in September, and they commented on having an error in one of the sleeves. I'm like, oh. So what I did was, this is called the Babylon sweater by Cecilia Esparza. So I typed in Crochet Babylon sweater errata into Google search and it came up. They had an errata. So I wrote down the errors on the pattern. Very minor error, but I know I would have been frustrated. So I actually found the error prior to me starting. Yay for me. So anyway, just be aware that if you do have this magazine, that there is an error in this pattern. But this magazine is absolutely fantastic. There's another sweater in here I want to make. Who knows when I'm going to have time. But look at this. It's called the Game Day Hoodie. Look at that. I love it. It's actually a hoodie. I think there's a better picture. Look at that. She's got the hoodie going on. Love it. So that'll be on my list. My very, very, very long list. That too. So I highly recommend this. And the yarn, I love it. Thank you so much, Nara. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, this was actually, I think I mentioned that my daughter wants a pink sweater, and so I have actually was gonna make this for her, but I love it too much. I'm not giving it to her. I'll make her something else. So love that. That was an easy make. Honestly, it really is easy. And then lastly, what I made is a little itty bitty thing. And I think you guys are gonna like it. It is a free, I think it's a free pattern on her blog. And it is a towel topper. There. Oh, where's the blog? What's the name of the blog? You know, I did not write it down. Darn. I'm gonna leave the link for the towel toppers down below. It's a blog. It's literally 10 minutes, including the sewing. So this came about, another story. I was cleaning out some stuff out of my mom's room because you all know that she's moved to another province. So I was cleaning out some stuff and I came across these tea towels and I'm like, she's got like a bag full of unused tea towels. I'm like, why? Why? Anyway, so I'm gonna show you the tea towel. And they're different colors, so it's got a little geese on it or something, right? I don't know what you're thinking. I meant to get a rod to show you. Hold on a sec. Okay, got a chili spoon. I'm just gonna use this as an example of, let's say you have an oven handle, right? So basically, here is the, hold on. Here's the little the topper. It's really, really cute. And you basically sew it on just two little sections, right? And then you have your, hold on. You put it down like this. Oh no, sorry, like this. And then you pull over the towel and pull it through. Let me do this. Like, it's kind of hard to do this when you're trying to hold on to the chili spoon. Basically, and then your towel. Oh, look at that, it's so cute. This might not be the best towel because then the goose is, I think that's a goose, is crooked, but that's okay. Could you imagine like just a solid color and then here's your pop of color? Is that not adorable? So cute. So I'll leave a link for this, and then I did a blue one with a dark navy blue top because the towel is blue. And then I found a purple towel and used a variegated cotton. So not bad, eh? I had all this stuff. I didn't have to go and buy anything, and now I have some tea towels. I did ask her if I could have them, and she said absolutely. But I'm like, who stores kitchen towels? Anyway, so I'm really, really, really pleased with that, and I think you guys will like it. It's literally 10 minutes, or like 5 minutes to crochet and then 5 minutes to sew it on. Really cute. And you get something that looks like that. It's so cute. Some people are just geniuses. They come up with this stuff. Anyway, I will leave a link for that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, and we're already, oh my goodness, too long. We're gonna do another color today. Today, I am going to do green. That's my husband's favorite color. And yeah, we're gonna do green. I don't want to go too much into history of green. I just want to talk about the personality traits of a person who loves green. Traditionally, green represents jealousy and greed, but we're not doing that. We're not doing the negative stuff. It was probably because in the 1400s, or the Middle Ages, clothing represented your status, or your social rank, or your job, your profession. And green was usually worn by merchants, bankers, and like, I guess, upper middle class. So that's probably why the jealousy and the greed thing came up. Bankers were always accused of loving money. That's probably where it came from. And jealousy, people were jealous of them. They had money and you didn't. Like, I get it. So, but these days, green represents environmental consciousness. And I find that really strange because during my research, I found that green pigments, to make green pigments, some of the most toxic chemicals and ingredients on the planet are used to make green pigments, so having green represent environmental consciousness. I don't know, it's a bit odd, right? Anyway, on to the personality traits of a person who loves to green. Now, I am no specialist. I've said this before. I think this is just fun, and there's so many more traits that I don't even touch on, and I try not to touch on anything negative. There's enough negativity in the world. You don't need to be slapped in the face with it. So these are just some of the things that I've picked up while researching it, while reading up on it. Okay, so if you love green, you love nature. You're practical and down to earth. To me, that's a bonus. You strive for balance. So yeah. You stay calm even in a time of crisis. So you're the one that I want by my side during a time of crisis, because I'm the one that's gonna be freaking out. I want you beside me, keeping me cool. You're probably the type that, takes the bull by the horn and gets things done in a calm, timely manner. You are caring and a nurturer. You must learn to balance that with your own needs and health, because you have a tendency to help others at the expense of yourself. So even though that sounds like a little bit of a negative thing, but it's actually just advice. You have a tendency to sacrifice yourself for others, and that's a no-no. No. Okay, so you're an idea person, but don't like to follow through. So you come up with the ideas, but the actual implementation is not your strong suit. So your strengths lie in delegation. You're a great delegator. That's pretty awesome. And lastly, you are strong-willed and don't like to be challenged, but you are a community-oriented person and love being in social groups, like our community. So those are all pretty amazing things about a person who loves green. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail on these color things. I just think it's fun. But you could do your own research. Just, type in whatever your question is into Google and you'll have dozens and dozens of websites. There are websites strictly dedicated to the psychology of color. You can do your own research, but be forewarned that they do touch on negative aspects of these colors as well, which I try not to. Anyway, again, I am so glad that I came on again, and I hope you enjoyed my third visit this week. Tomorrow is our, not tomorrow, Monday is our Thanksgiving, but we are having the children come in tomorrow, and we're gonna have our turkey tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. It's just a very quiet. Normally, I think I mentioned it, normally I'm feeding 25, 35 people. This year it's very small. I'm happy and not happy. I miss my friends so much, but I'm also happy because it's just gonna be us and the kids, so, or some of our kids. Anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful long weekend to my Canadian friends, and yeah, and we will talk soon.